Welcome back. You know, communities thrive when private businesses and public services work together. Bank of America has committed itself to creating more economic opportunities in the communities it serves. One focus is on education and diversity inclusion, partnering with the Technology Access Foundation. So Bank of America's Jeremey Williams joins me now with Trish DeZico from TAF, which is the Technology Access Foundation.
Correct.
All right, well, let's talk about that first. Jeremey, what made Bank of America decide that this was the foundation you wanted to partner with?
Sure. Look, a key component to the work we do through the Bank of America Charitable Foundation is making sure that youth and young adults have everything they need to reach their academic and social potential. Working with nonprofit organizations like Technology Access Foundation allows us to really make an on-the-ground, tangible impact. Great organizations start with great leaders and great leadership, so we've admired Trish and the work that she's done for a very long time. When we asked the Puget Sound about our Neighborhood Builders program, Technology Access Foundation is actually one of our winners. So they were nominated and they won. And since then, our partnership's only strengthened. They've been hosts for our student leaders, so they've helped with youth education and also youth employment through the summer as well. So they're a great partner to make tangible impact.
They are, really? That's incredible. Trish, as the co-founder of TAF, tell me about what the organization offers its students. I mean, we are at the center of tech right here.
Yeah, and we work with students through their schools. We have 8 school partners. We help them deliver quality education through a pedagogy of project-based learning. We also help them have a diverse workforce, curricular content that supports students in their community and through their culture. And then we also work with bringing corporations like Bank of America into the school to support the school and their work.
That's a lot of work, trying to get all of that together, but you're fulfilling a need that most schools can't do, right?
Yeah, and we're holistic, and that's the thing. It's a 5 to 10 year process, and it takes this time so that we can produce students that are self-aware, socially conscious, and have the tools to be creators, to be problem solvers, critical thinkers, and leaders.
Self-aware and socially conscious.
Yeah,
that is like good. You're building good humans.
We're building good humans. Yes.
Jeremey, as part of the partnership, your team volunteers went into a school, which was TAF at Sahali in Federal Way, right?
That's right.
To do a workshop for the students. Tell me about that.
Sure. I mean, key to developing our strong partnerships is our ability to volunteer. And so our Black Professionals Group celebrated Black History Month, one of our strong employee networks, working with the students at TAF at Sahali. So our volunteers went in, did some career development, talked about traditional banking roles all the way through careers in STEM education as well. We also had our Better Money Habits champions working on the building blocks of credit and how to build a strong both educational and financial foundation as well.
And don't you use the game Jenga to teach that?
We use the game Jenga. That is absolutely correct. It's all about the building blocks of credit, right? Building a strong foundation for your financial future.
Genius. Y'all, that is genius. Trish, another key part of this partnership is the grant funding for BIPOC teachers.
Yes.
Why is it so important to have this funding?
Well, right now in our state, less than 20% of our teachers are of color, but over 60% of our students are of color. So representation matters.
Yeah.
And they need to see themselves not just in the teacher, but also in the curricular content. Having the support allows us to give those teachers of color a community, a network, so that they can last in the industry. We have a 95% retention rate of teachers staying over 3 years. They stay because they have that community that we're providing.
That's incredible. Can you give that number? I had no idea.
Yeah, so less than 20% of our teachers are of color, and over 60% of our students are of color in our state.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, we actually got to talk with one of the teachers who benefited from the Bank of America grant. Growing up in Ohio, Jennifer said, you know, she never saw teachers that looked like her. Let's listen to what she had to say.
I always wanted to be a teacher, but I never saw anyone that looked like me. So I went in the military instead. But when I hit mid-30s, I was like, I'm going to do it anyway. So there's still a barrier. We don't have the same access to the funding to become. It's very expensive. My graduate program is $40,000. So any way that we could reduce that amount is important. And then I was interviewing and I heard about the Martinez Fellowship and I was like, right on, it's about to go down. So I applied for that and was accepted. It's really great because not only does it help me financially, but it also gives me a network of people of color that I can rely on and air my frustrations, get ideas from, and just kind of like have that lack of burnout. You know, when you're feeling like overwhelmed by the surroundings, the demographic, you have people that you can go to who have similar experiences who can kind of work you through.
Wow, she just said it all right there. Jeremy, what are your thoughts on representation? And especially because I know Bank of America is dedicated to prioritizing diversity and inclusion right now.
I mean, I think that was a great video. And look, I'm the son of 2 educators. And when I think of my career, both as I navigate my education and navigate my professional career, those that have influenced me the most have been men and women of color. And so I've always been a firm believer that, you know, what you see really helps shape what you can become. And that's really the goal of Bank of America. Our diversity is our strength. But a lot of people don't know, but we bank over half the households across the United States. So to be able to bring in those diverse perspectives helps us serve our clients and customers better, and therefore allows us to share our prosperities with the local communities.
Right, and that's the key, right, to moving forward. I am so grateful to both of you for coming here, for everything you're doing at TAF. How can people find out more, by the way?
You can visit our website, techaccess.org. All of our programs are there and opportunities to get involved.
I appreciate it. And
Thank
then
you.
just, you know, by being with Bank of America, you're helping everyone, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's huge.
great
Thank you
partner.
so much. And of course,
Thank you.
for resources on better money habits, you can go to the website you see on your screen, and we will have more information about the TAF programs on our website as well. Have you ever heard of coffee-flavored hard cider? Well, it's a thing in Gig Harbor, and I'm going to be trying it after the break, so stick around.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Bank of America.